Competition now, point feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't brave from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Miami. And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Locke now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now to the air. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big momentum, let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield trying to get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
For Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, here's Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
3rd and 13.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Block working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsey here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's got his tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Another run by Lindsey, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Clock now to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw again. Block. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. The second-year man Locke to the rookie Judy for a Bronco first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. That's caught left side by Judy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. from the gun. Block. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
They're going with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Broncos 14. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3rd down here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Clock running under. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
That's another.
Operating from the gun. Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw is Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try for Locke. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Broncos.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Dolphins, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.